Steph, Clay was in here, and he said you're the last guy that he doesn't like to. He thinks it's cliche to tell guys to keep shooting when maybe they're missing some shots. But he said you're the last guy that you'd want to say that to. Basically, the safest bet in the world to keep to make them even though you're slumping. What are you thinking when you get off to the start you did tonight, and then you wind up leading everybody in scoring?
I never lose confidence. It's more just trying to slow down a little bit. I was probably feeling myself a little bit too much from last game, and the first 3 shots I took, I was trying to do too much. It just made the game harder than it should be. And once you start the game like that, if make or miss, really, it kind of just throws your rhythm off. And that's how that whole first quarter went. And obviously you want to have those shots back, but you kind of just keep looking forward to that next run of minutes that you'll have, and hopefully things will start to click. And like second, third, and fourth quarter, I was a lot better.
Steph, given how you shot, much of the night, did it catch you off guard at all to get that MVP chant late in the third, or did that even register with you?
No, I didn't even think about it. It's nice. I don't care if it's MVP or the crowd's getting into it. When you're at home, that energy is huge, especially how kind of slow the first half was. So, we need that energy. It's kind of weird because I know fans, when they come in, they expect us to win. They expect us to blow people out every night. And when it doesn't go that way, it kind of catches you off guard. And the energy's it's still, best in the league, but you can kind of feel that the ups and downs and the waves. So hopefully, as we go through the season, every home game, we'll continue to have that best home court advantage and that atmosphere that really kind of pushes us to playing well and getting those wins and protecting our home court.
Stephen, coming into this season, it was you didn't really know what you were going to get or what you could expect from Kevon, but obviously he's taken a step forward. I mean, he comes into games now and he does a lot of good things. What are you seeing from him and just the progress he's made since he first got here and had the hip surgeries and all of that?
He's healthy. I know he feels good about his body and where he's at, and that's a huge confidence boost to have. Anybody who's been through injuries, been, sidelined or not having the consistent, reps, whether it's in practice or games, that's frustrating. And so his play is amazing, but I know just for him just to be out there every night, durable, able to give us what he has when coach calls, his button, that's huge. And he's obviously taking advantage of the opportunities when he's out there on the floor. Like you said, playing great defense, rebounding at a high level. And even in the pick and roll, he's moving well, setting great screens and finding those gaps to finish at the rim. So definitely a huge bonus. And I know for him just to feel good out there on the floor, that means a lot.
Hey, Steph, you've obviously shot the ball well your whole career, but when you are going through a stretch where shots aren't falling right away, what's key in kind of having the mindset, not letting that sway you?
Just a stubbornness almost that, nothing before whatever shot I'm about to take matters. It's you got to kind of block it out as best you can, have a sense of amnesia almost. And just rely on the repetitions and the work that you put into it. So, it is frustrating in the moment when your shot feels good and go in, or over the course of a couple of games you might not be shooting as well as you want to, but you worry about that in practice and in between the games. But if you can't let that kind of doubt creep in when you're out there on the floor, else you're not going to be the player that you want to be.
On a different note, what's it like having to make do on JaVale's bet?
This is actually just me being nice. He didn't even give me this one. I got this from Ralph Walker, our security guy, on the way out of off the court. So I'm kind of feeling it, though. It's nice.
Steph, down the line, how much of a benefit do you think it's going to be knowing that you guys were able to beat a good team when you weren't shooting great, Draymond was in foul trouble, KD was out, you had all that adversity, and you guys are still pulled out the win?
That's just who we are. I think tonight we only had 9 turnovers, which is key for us to withstand the down shooting night. And then defensively, after the first 5 minutes, we were really solid. Just trying to make it tough on them. Whether they make or miss shots, it's the NBA, that's going to happen. But I think our execution, our focus, and our energy on the defensive end gave us an opportunity to get a couple more possessions. And keep control of the game. We flipped the script on the recipe to beat us. We had 11 more shot attempts than they did. So you always look at that column on the stat sheet, and it's been kind of the opposite. And we overcame that tonight.